only surviving because my husband is out on the battlefield.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land. How dull.
Chibi. If everything goes according to Zhou Yu's plan, we might be able to win. But this is Cao Cao we're going up against here. I suspect he will bring even more troops than we expect. And I'm sure he'll have defectors from Jing advising him as well. We'll be in for a brutal battle if we underestimate them.
You're right. But I can promise you that we will do everything in our power to prevent that from happening. It's good to see you again so soon. Lord Lingtong, I believe this is my first time meeting you. I think nothing of it. It is we who should be thanking you. You've given us a chance to show the realm what we can do.
By the way, I saw your troops training, and I am very impressed. Wu is renowned for his navy, but I've never before witnessed such skill.
We've lived our whole lives by the Yangtze River. I don't think there's any force that can match our skill in naval combat.
Is that so? Well, skill is one thing, but wouldn't you say you're a little short on soldiers?
You mean you didn't know that before coming? That's really not something to be complaining about just before a battle.
Forgive him, Lord Lingtong. He did not mean to imply that we do not believe in your army's ability to win. But we have faced Lord Cao Cao many times. We are keenly aware how difficult his forces can be to defeat, even under the best of circumstances.
There's nothing to worry about. Numbers aren't everything in battle. Haven't you been fighting long enough to know that? I would have thought it's obvious. Well, just you watch. We'll prove it, once and for all.
You only just joined our side. Don't act like you know everything.
I fought in a lot more battles than you, so I'll say whatever I think needs to be said.
Oh?
What? You got a problem with that?
Wu has such reliable and brave officers in its ranks. This has been true since the days of Lord Sun Jian, but now even more so. I am sure this is all the result of Lord Sun Ce and Lord Sun Quan doing their best to follow in their father's footsteps. You found a great lord to serve. As a friend, I couldn't be happier for you. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your discussion. We'll be on our way now.
Then make sure you tell them as much.
Yes, sir.
I didn't expect to see you here. Did you need something from me? You could say that. While all of you are preparing for the fight at Chibi, I have to take care of the Shan Yue. But forget about me. It's almost time to head for the battlefield. You'd best get yourself ready before it's too late.
Did you notice anything unusual about Lord Huanggai just now? To tell you the truth, we've been hearing some very disturbing rumors lately. Someone might be leaking our plans to Cao Cao's forces. I do not wish to accuse him of such a thing, but... Let's begin. Now then. No. Yes.
Very good.
Hi.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all. Don't let me down now. For us to be victorious at Chibi, it is essential that we win here. Proud soldiers of Wu, let us use all of our wit and courage to secure a victory. First, we will demoralize the enemy, repel their attacks, and push them back. Let's give it to them.
Exciting to be facing the greatest army in the land. Men, get ready to charge straight into their ranks.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
See that? Take all my might.
Infested.
The enemy
I
officer
shall return after
been
reviewing
defeated.
my strategy.
You're outshining everyone else. I must study and learn your ways.
You've come to my aid? I can think of no ally more reassuring than you. Try this on your size. This is it.
Hear the bells and tremble! Threatening stands before you! With nothing but a handful of troops!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Needing to come to my aid. I guess it's an acceptable situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You hear?
The enemy offensive has been repelled. Advance with the ships. We will make this battle ours. Have the main army attack from the front to get their attention. Our detachment will circumvent the battlefield to strike from behind.
Commence the advance. Our preparations are now complete. Let us set sail! Commence the advance.
Do not forget about the Western Front. Use this opportunity to push further.
Begin the advance.
Another frontal attack. Underestimate the strength of our forces. Shoot as one!
Do not let them get close! Shield bearers, get ready! Brace yourselves! We will reach the enemy ships soon enough! Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It's true that the soldiers of Wu excel at naval warfare. We will head out to meet them and break their morale.
Take this!
We've managed to board without much of a problem. Let's cause some chaos to get their attention.
Oh, Wu-Su. Now it'll get interesting. Advance.
Everyone, now!
Right. We've gotten their attention. Get the attachments to move out. Send the ships out from the east.
We'll make sure they don't notice our advance. Being inconspicuous is our specialty, after all. Begin the advance.
Time to act.
You are the keystone of our navy. Your time now. Thus, we humbly ask that you remain safe.
Do not worry. I will take the troops of the Central Plains and demonstrate their prowess as an elite naval force.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect plan fail.
An uncommon display of skill from anyone else. From you, I expect it.
Get ready to go ashore. Then we will head north toward the port. Take this. Stop them! Do not let them advance! Take this.
Accept my fate.
Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Now that was pretty damn good. Anyone else would have kicked the bucket. Yeah. I knew you'd come to give me a hand.
I did not think I'd need to rely on this plan, but I guess you never know.
I've been waiting for this. There we go. Go on guard. They're throwing down boulders.
We might be done for now.
Got you.
Battle is more intense than I anticipated. I will continue to fight without complaint.
All my might. There we go.
Infested.
Right, the enemy officer yourself has been defeated. I know you've earned every bit of it, of course. The enemy officer
All
has
units,
been defeated.
march. Begin the advance. Striking execution.
The
My
enemy
eyes
officer
find themselves
has been
fixated
defeated.
on you in battle. Let's go. Okay, that takes care of that. Let us march on. I know how to get the job done.
Managed to make it equal, it looks like. Now, it's on.
Take this. They're pushing us back. But victory is still within our reach.
thank you for coming to help. It's gonna be a breeze with you here.
Go!
This the end?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over you here! A faultless battle. Your deeds truly won't go ignored.
From this position, we can strike their stronghold from the rear. Launch the ships! In the advance.
I, Ji Huan, shall take you on!
Soldiers of Cao Cao, I will teach you the meaning of fear.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Fortune smiles on us! Go! Go! And attack them as one! Forward march!
I'm glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
We cannot leave our allies in peril. We must assist them immediately.
Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
I wasn't.
The enemy officer
Excellent display
has
of
been
skill.
defeated.
We shall fight again.
Time to act.
Believe
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
Your deeds exceed my imagination. Truly a dependable ally.
I appreciate the assistance. I will atone for my failures in the battles ahead.
No need to thank me, for it is my job to oversee you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
Impressive, as always. There's a lot I can learn from you.
Face me! You are not going to like the outcome of this encounter. Take this!
I must say, this was not the outcome I had anticipated. Seems I'll have to do this myself. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Cornered side now. I will take care of it.
We got this. I shan't disappoint you.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously? Seems maybe I've worried you. But watch, I'll turn this around in no time.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
The enemy officer
I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
This is a ferocious tune indeed.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Do better! Worthy adversary indeed!
Try this on.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to withdraw.
Take this!
Let's end this. You never fail to impress the enemy officer has been defeated.
I had not expected such fierce resistance. We have been well and truly beaten.
Oh, Lord Saimao, I will keep these troops busy.
What? Did he just let Lord Saimao go? It looks like they were talking. Could it be?
We have been victorious in this first battle, but the next will be the decisive one. I am counting on your efforts. Let us head to Chibi, where our fate will be decided!
Well, Zhou Yu's plan were just as expected. Cao Cao's forces could barely move out there. They ended up sinking like rocks.
Don't get too overconfident, or it might be you sinking next time.
As if I'd ever let that happen.
You two spend every free moment arguing with each other.
If you have time to be spouting nonsense, you should use it to prepare for the coming battle.
Yeah, I got it. By the way, where's Huang Gai?
How am I supposed to know? Lord Handong, do you have any ideas?
Huang Gai? Well, he did allow that enemy officer to get away in the last battle. So maybe he doesn't feel like he has the right to celebrate our victory.
I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, we should be getting back.
From what I have gathered, after fleeing the battlefield, Sai Mao was suspected to be a spy, and was summarily executed by Cao Cao.
I see. Good work. You may leave.
Sir.
I will make this clear. In the last battle, we were in communication with the enemy officer, Sai Mao. We had planned from the beginning to engage the enemy forces, then wait for the right moment to steal him away from the battle.
Did you really? I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
It is said that to fool the enemy, you must first fool your allies. The only ones who knew about this plan were me, Lord Sun Quan, and Lord Huang Gai, who we had entrusted with the task of contacting Tsai Mao. So, Lord Huang Gai, how exactly did Cao Cao become aware of Tsai Mao's betrayal? Let me be very clear with you. Lord Huang Gai, I consider you to be the primary suspect in this case.
Wait, Zhou Yu. Why do you believe Huang Gai would do such a thing?
If he has a reason, there is no one who wants to hear it more than me. But I think recent events tell us everything we need to know. Looking back on it now, Lord Huang Gai has acted suspiciously on several occasions recently. He expressed his displeasure with Lord Sun Quan's leadership every chance he had, and treated the Shen Yue the way a king would treat his army. Your heart has strayed from the path of Wu. That is the only conclusion I can draw from all of this, Lord Huang Gai.
Hey, Huang Gai!
I always wondered, what was it that Lord Sun Jian had that I did not? If my ancestors had not been driven from their position of power, would I not be the one to rule Jiangdong? And just when I'd had my fill of taking orders from an impotent runt, I discovered a people of my own who treated me with respect I deserve. What's more, Lord Cao Cao has promised to protect my people and grant me dominion over all of the lands of the Shan Yue. What reason could I possibly have to reject such an offer? Tell me, Zhou Yu.
Lord Huang Gai, you are no longer the man who brought me back from the brink of despair after Sun Ce's death. I think it is safe for us to assume as much. Someone execute this traitor immediately!
Lord Zhou Yu, please wait. We are on the edge of a great and decisive battle. Executing Lord Huang Gai now would have dire consequences.
We may be certain of Huang Gai's intent to rebel, but there still is no evidence that he acted on it.
Yeah, so give it some time. For our sake.
Treating such offenses lightly is a crime all its own. However, punishing a man of merit is bound to lower morale among the troops. Give him the lash and lock him away. His fate will be decided after the battle.
I'm sorry for barging in and making myself at home. A broody, hulking man is hardly the kind of surprise guest people want. I have a great many things I'd like to say. I'm sorry, I didn't come here to bore you with my talk, but I just wanted to see you, and so I found myself here. Would you stay with me, without asking any questions, just like you did before? I appreciate it. You have always been a help to me. Now, how about we have a drink, to better enjoy our mutual silence? We'll let the wine take us where it may. If you join me, I promise you, we shall make this night our most memorable yet. Then, whatever the morrow brings, I will be able to face it without regret.
way, do you think that's how Huang Gai really feels? I just can't bring myself to believe it. He has been a great companion to us all since the days of Lord Sun Jian. Somehow I can't see him growing so arrogant and turning traitor just because the Shen Yue showed him a little respect.
I don't want to believe it either. But now that he has to put those intentions into words, no amount of testimony from us could ever prove his innocence.
You're probably right. But I still trust him. We've been together too long for me to give up on him now.
Ah, it's you. I have nothing more to say on the matter. Even to you, I'm afraid. We cannot lose this battle. The survival of Wu is at stake. It's best that we minimize such grief if we can. Ever since we were children, Sun Ce was a dear friend. I followed him around for nearly my entire life. We played together, we fought together, and we swore to build this kingdom together. I thought that standing behind him in support was my purpose. I always believed it would be that way, until the day I died. But now I am here, leading the vanguard of the Sun clan. I must be the one to clear a path forward for my lord. No matter what it takes, no matter how lonely I may become, I am oath-bound to fulfill that duty. But there are times when that oath starts to feel far too heavy to bear. Listen to me whine. I'm sorry. Push this conversation from your mind. Tomorrow, we will join forces with my lord and take our positions at Chibi. The final battle is upon us at last. You should rest early tonight. If you're fully prepared, there will be no room for regret.
So, that is the army Cao Cao will use to unite the realm under his rule. It's frightening to behold.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask for a better officer.
Will Wu disappear? best we can. All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end. Hold your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order to topple a powerful foe.
Still, we must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure. We must all be aware of the consequences of the slightest mistake.
Lord Zhou, I have urgent news. Lord Huanggai has disappeared from the prison.
What?
The officers we captured in the last battle are also nowhere to be found. We suspect they may have helped him escape.
Damn. So he really has defected to Cao Cao's forces. Lord Zhou, what are your orders?
There is nothing we can do about it now. We have no choice but to accept this state of affairs. But with Lord Huanggai under the command of Cao Cao, we now have to assume that the enemy knows our secrets, including the plan for this battle.
Lord Zhou, how can you be so calm in the face of all this? If the enemy manages to stop our fire attack...
Yes, that would certainly make our defeat inevitable.
Lord Zhou!
There is no turning back now, Lu Su. The battle has already begun. Oh, it's you. Everyone has already left. You won't find anyone here. You ought to prepare for the final battle as well. Or perhaps... you have some business with me? You're always concerned for me, aren't you? This place seems quite large, with just the two of us here. The next battle shall be a significant one, indeed. We must win, at all costs. There's no going back now. Our lord is resolute, and everyone is in high spirits. I fear I've asked much of you as well. Clearly, I have done all I can. And yet, I find I cannot stop myself from shaking. I see. So my reaction is justified then. I instinctively believed I shouldn't feel so rattled. Were Sun Tzu here, I am sure he would laugh away my fears and tell me to savor the occasion. What about you? Does this battle frighten you? How commendable. I see I have much to learn from you. But this is a good opportunity. There is something I wish to say to you once again. I only overcame the various hardships I encountered thanks to your support from behind the scenes. You were supposed to have left Wu and me on several occasions by now, and yet here you remain. You have my sincere thanks. If we win this battle, Wu will soar to prominence. As such, we will require sturdy wings to maintain our flight. I could think of no one better suited for the task than yourself. I would guide the new Wu along the winds you read, until the day peace is within our grasp.
Oh, it's you. Go show him what you're made of.
The wind's starting to pick up. In this battle, we will have only a very brief moment of favorable wind that will allow us to set the enemy ships ablaze. As soon as we see signs of the wind changing, we'll mobilize our troops. This means that it falls on you to decide when we head for the front. Has the wind shown any sign of changing? Good. I trust your intuition. The southerly wind of Jing shall carry us to victory. Let's begin. Now then.
Yes. Yes. Do you mind?
Fine. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Listen up, everyone.
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now. We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle! This battle is ours for the taking!
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Start the advance!
All units, strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We can't let them take this position.
I must hold it. We must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will.
Is that it?
defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I won't forget this. You're outshining everyone else. I must study and learn your ways. With all my might, we will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have. Face me.
I am ready.
The outcome of this encounter.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Your effort shall be rewarded. Show them just who we are.
I am ready.
Things don't look too good.
The enemy officer
I
has
shall
been
pull back
defeated.
for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
This is bad. Someone doesn't get here fast. We're done for. You knew just when to come to my aid. I was never worried that you wouldn't. Not in the least.
The strength was not enough. Everything is going well so far. I'd say it's just about time to land another blow.
Begin the advance.
Damn! When did they get behind us? This just became a lot more complicated.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back.
Retreat would be the best option right now.
This one's for the history books. Let's go! Time to act.
Looking rough.
Let's go!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Those things aren't going my way today. Maybe next time.
We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at
The
bay
enemy
to
officer
protect our archers.
has been defeated.
Let's go. I feel the tides turning in our favor. Now's the time to push on.
It's time. I'm heading for the altar.
Right fan. His appearance. That must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side. March forward!
With all my might.
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
not be able to make it through this.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Let's go. I'm falling back for now.
I must leave the rest to you.
I must retreat and rethink my plans.
We're being driven back. This is bad. Really bad.
I will now begin the prayer. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be
enemy
hard,
officer has been
but
defeated.
I am counting on you all.
Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. These ships, is ours for the taking.
Have faith in yourself. Losing Lord Zhuge Liang means losing this battle. Guard him with your lives.
So they've arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I would be honored if I could test my skills against you.
The enemy officer has
So
been
you've come.
defeated.
Sorry, but your help is needed here.
If you please.
See you. With all my might.
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet. Now advance!
This is what I call intense. I'm all fired up. You have gone down the wrong path. So I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live. Commence the advance.
Is that Lord Huangai? I can't believe it. He really defected from Wu.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here.
Now, advance!
So you've come. Show you. At this point, there is nothing left to say.
Indeed, our blades shall do the talking.
All my might. Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer,
No matter how you
has been
slice it.
defeated.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Let's go. Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The enemy has breached the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
The enemy officer
I've got
has
a
been
bad
defeated.
feeling about this.
Let's go.
Our enemies fell to my incredible might.
You're here to help me? Thanks. I owe you one.
We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now.
Come, I, Xi Huan, shall take you on.
Are you ready to face me?
So we have a duel then. Be warned. I shall not hold back.
going. Everyone is holding up well. Cao Cao's forces still have the edge.
You are
If our chance to turn the tide does not come soon.
Attack!
The time has come. I gotta focus for this one.
Not quite enough, I suppose. Let us fall back.
Let's go. Have you sensed any changes in the winds yet? If you sense a change while nearby, you needn't inform me. Simply light the fire on the altar yourself.
I believe in you.
Here's the resistance is futile. End this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Battle. Looking rough.
Wow, somebody even lazier than I am.
If you please. Just the right time. Quickly. Lend us a hand.
We could not make our move under these circumstances. Let's fall back and attempt to regroup.
So Huang Gai has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
Everything is lining up perfectly.
The enemy officer
Now,
has been defeated.
all we need is the wind. The rest is up to you.
Looking rough.
Let's retreat. Well, I still can.
Believe in your commander. Forward!
Now we march forward. Come.
Take this.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it?
I wasn't. The enemy officer has been defeated.
An excellent display of skill. We shall fight again.
This is our chance. Now, let the plan lead us down the path to victory.
Oh, the signal. Ah, a lovely wind. To truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see. Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huanggai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, it is even worse to fail to protect my people. Lord Cao Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology! Flames on! The roar of ooze! Counterattack!
What? Fire! It's spreading!
Behind the fires with the change in the wind. Only they and Sealing Chuan must have the heavens on their side.
Now we're equal, and we're only getting started.
The enemy officer
retreat now,
has been defeated,
so that I may fight again another day.
We only stand to suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat, post haste!
You have done well to survive. Now, it's time to give them hell! Advance! We will shape the world to our will! Forward march!
Even though it was part of the plan, fighting my comrades was agonizing. Now it's finally time to do some damage to Cao Cao's forces.
the ships go up in flames, one after the other. As chaining them together, the enemy officer proved to be our downfall. It was you who suggested this, was it not, Pantom? If I did not know better, I would say.
Yes, indeed. Your presumption is on the mark. My allegiance is with them. Farewell, Shishu. I hope we can meet again. Someday.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Zhuge must be some kind of sorcerer. As far as I go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So, I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster? I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now to plan for the next battle.
We can launch a counterattack once we reach the other side. For now, focus on retreating and minimizing our losses.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I will protect Lord Cao Cao no matter what. Neither flame nor sword will touch him.
So, these chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we'll need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
The ships are burning down all around us. Let's be careful. We don't want to get trapped.
If we can just avoid the flames, all is not yet lost. Quickly, regroup your units. This is where we make our stand.
Looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared.
Our fires have backed Cao Cao's army into a corner. This is the final battle. Our wits and bravery will lead us to victory! The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. Now, advance!
Hold here. We need to assess the situation.
There's no virtue in dying for so little. Okay, I shall retreat and fight another day.
I think that should do. We've cut off the fire's path.
This will reduce the damage to our forces. But we should have noticed their plan before they initiated their fire attack.
It may not change the world, but at least I can save the lives of the people around me.
The enemy officer
And that is enough
has
for
been
me.
defeated.
I would rather keep my eyes on the earth, gaze blindly at the heavens.
Now's our chance! Everyone, attack!
I'm still needed. That means I must fall back for now.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Encountering me is the worst thing that could have happened to you. Let's go. I claim another victory in the name of my brother. Alright, come on. I can handle you. No problem.
I won't give you time to ogle.
You mean to oppose me, the great Cao Cao, and I shall cut you down. We're going on the offensive. Get ready.
Challenge! One of the strongest officers. I have come for your head, Cao Cao. Prepare to meet your end.
One guy, you really had us deceived. It took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The battle isn't over yet, Lord Chengdu. It's time for us to finish this.
I'm sorry. I'm going to withdraw.
I think that should do. We've cut off the fire's path.
What just happened?
This will reduce the damage to our forces. But we should have noticed their plan before they initiated their fire attack.
It may not change the world. At least I can save the lives of the people around me. And that is enough for one. I would rather keep my eyes on the earth, gaze blindly at the heavens.
What just happened? What just happened? Not done yet.
The enemy officer
Still needed.
has been defeated.
That means I must fall back for now.
Let's go.
Now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now mine.
The enemy officer
has been defeated.
The future of Wu lies just beyond these flames. We will dash through the fire and claim our victory. These flames have guided us to victory, and we will not waste this chance. Fight with everything you have. Give the enemy no quarter.
There's no way we can let Cao Cao escape now. Let's go, brother!
Yes. Let's give chase. This is our chance to realize the Liu's ambitions.
Predictable. Would you? We're honored to be in a duel.
Been defeated.
But to retreat.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Deceived. It took some nerve for you to make a fool of me.
I know how to get the job.
It's time for us to finish this.
We are going on the offensive. Get ready.
Encountering me is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
I won't give you time to augur.
As I thought, the enemy officer has been defeated.
We can win if we fight together.
The tide is in our favor. Take heart. Victory will be ours.
You mean to oppose me, the great Cao Cao? I shall cut you down.
been defeated. It's over. Let's end this. Let's... Looking rough. Counterattack.
Take this!
This is quite the embarrassment. I think I'm gonna have to pull back.
Time to act. The enemy officer warriors have been defeated.
This fight is yours. Raise your sword for our kingdom, to bring honor to our ancestors!
All good, everyone? Let's do this when you're ready.
Strength was not enough.
Thank you for your help. I will repay this debt.
Wow, somebody even lazier than I am.
The enemy
I
officer
can barely
has
hold
been
my
defeated.
weapon anymore. Maybe it's time to call it a day.
Let's go. Let's end it.
Time to act.
Looking rough. It's over. Attack. Let's get serious. Easy. Looking rough.
We've finally broken their formation. This is our chance to defeat Cao Cao!
We can't hold them off. But this isn't over, as long as we have the strength and the will to fight.
We must not let this battle battle be the end of us. Fight for your lives. Everything depends on this moment.
I will not fall here. Not like this. For what is my blade worth if I cannot fight my way out?
Watch the master at work.
Has been defeated. Battle.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's end
sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. I must be ready to do whatever it takes.
On this day, we have protected our home and our pride. Victory is ours! Shout it to the heavens!
This victory may appear as a miracle to some, but it is not. We won by trusting each other and fighting with all our wisdom and courage. Stand with your heads held high and sing in praise of your comrades. Be proud of your victory and share your joy with the world!
You two have really outdone yourselves. Victory is ours. We have destroyed Cao Cao's forces. That is true. But we had our valiant warriors, Zhou Yu's strategy, and luck on our side. Everything came together to lead us to victory.
But I wasn't sure how things would turn out for a while there. Zhou Yu and Huang Gai played their parts so perfectly. The constant complaints, the suspicious behavior, making sure everyone saw them argue. They really had us all fooled, right?
I'm sure it was very convincing, especially considering that I actually meant half of what I said. The same goes for you too, right, Zhou Yu?
Well, for a strategist, situations such as these call for the utmost discretion.
Huang Gai, do you really believe that I am not fit to be a leader? Do you still see me as someone who is too young and unreliable to follow? I know that I will never rise to the level of my father or my brother. And I'm always relying on all of you for help. But
you should not try to pursue the shadows of Lord Sun Jian or Lord Sun Sa. You need only to follow the path of your own choosing. If you ever lose your way, you have us to rely on for guidance. These are the true feelings of your loyal servant, Huang Gai, my lord.
Huang Gai.
But I do have one grievance to air, if I may. We need to do something about your awful habit of constantly putting yourself down. Nobody will follow a leader who doesn't believe in himself.
I think you could stand to learn a little from Sun Tzu in that regard. And I mean, only a little.
Look at you changing your tune, Zhou Yu. You're the one who used to go on and on about Quen's unique strengths. But I too want my brother to make some changes. We need him standing strong as the head of the family.
Not you too. Very well then. I'll do what I can to improve.
I bet Lord Sun Jian and Lord Sun Sa are looking down on us now, with smiles on their faces.
There you are. I've called you here to discuss your reward.
You were such a great help to us at Chibi. It's only right. We need to make sure everyone is properly compensated.
We couldn't quite decide on the perfect reward for you. So, we'd like to know which you would prefer. There are two options we'd like you to consider. The first is a position as a general. We'd like you to support our efforts as an officer of U. Of course, the position will also bring its own benefits to your living situation. But naturally, with any position comes greater responsibilities. You might find yourself unable to travel as freely as you do now. The second choice is to support us from the shadows as an officer with no official title. To be honest, I was hesitant to even call this a reward. But I did my best to think of a way for you to reach your potential. This path won't bring fame or glory, but nothing will hold you down either. And you will never want for a battle to test your strength.
So what will it be? Please, tell us which path you truly desire.
Very well. We will make all the appropriate arrangements.
I'm sure you'll come to play an even larger role than you do now. As our kingdom grows, so will its troubles. But as long as you are with us, we have nothing to fear. Nothing gives me more hope than having you by our side.
Agreed. Please help us to maintain peace in U. We hope to enjoy your protection for many years to come.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service. Please tell him to take care of himself as he recovers.
I will. By the way, Master Yuan Hua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuan Hua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up. And you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuan Hua! Oh, Yuan Hua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuan Hua.
Go, Ziluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. You're certain to reach it. A land of peace.
Go ahead.